We are big boy golf from the players, and we are not better than most.
What does that mean?
I get it.
There's a famous clip
we are
of a tiger putt.
Hold on a second.
We are not good at what we do.
We are not better than most. No, I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose, guys.
No,
Jeez,
you should
Louise.
say we are better than most, and then it would go.
Better than most. We are not better than most. It's
Better
a
than
joke.
most.
It's a joke.
I was just watching a thing on that today. That putt was ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
So
if anyone
ridiculous.
hasn't seen it, Tiger hit it to the back of the green on 17th, the island green. I forget what year it was. And then he freaking just nobody putting that day was getting anywhere close. It was even going off the green. I think some people hit it into the water from that spot because it was like just super fast. And was it Nance that said that?
No, it was
Somebody else. It was Bob
wasn't
Menery.
Nance.
Bob Menery was commentating back then, and right off the dick after the putt, he said, "Better than most, better than most,"
Better
and he
than
just kept
most.
saying it, and then it went in. And
Yeah, the other guy goes maybe in, and he's like better than most. It was
To be
awesome.
completely honest,
So
I'm
sick.
sick of hearing it this week, but I
know,
figured I'd use
I know.
it.
That's like one of those things you know, like that whoever that commentator was like, so proud of himself after that moment. He's like, I said the perfect thing, and I just kept saying it to make it even more perfect. Like those are the moments and the things that those guys say where they really, they jerk each other off. It's great.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to Big Boy Golf. That's enough of that, George.
Yeah, you're right.
Welcome back. We have, as always, Big Rock, our statistician, course breakdown, Stormy Georgie, weather updates,
At your
and
service.
heights and weights, and pedigree of all of our boys.
And
Freddie with our social media, which we have a ton of this
Yo.
week. Looking forward to that. Not really too much to talk about with the Arnold Palmer. I mean, great tournament. Loved watching it. We were poised on Saturday. Didn't really finish up the way we were hoping. If you did listen to the last podcast, Rock, we were a little afraid of Bryson. The two of us did say that. We liked him. I still don't love his odds. I think he was like 12.5 to 1. Probably still wouldn't bet it again at those odds, but he burned us. And I don't know. Was it overhyped with number 6 and his drives? I think it was a little overhyped.
Yeah, I don't think he even eagled the hole.
No.
It's like if you're gonna drive the green, you got to eagle it.
I mean,
You know?
I'm impressed
worth
that he
it.
drove it 370, whatever. But I mean, he was off to the side. He didn't go if he went at the green and like ricocheted off the green, then that'd have been fucking dope. But
I
yeah,
will
listen,
say I am.
Go ahead.
I'm a Bryson hater. Obviously, I was the one who said that Bryson wasn't gonna do his thing this week, and he did it. But coming down the stretch and watching him play against Lee Westwood, and Lee Westwood played a hell of a final 9. Really put the heat on him. Really put the pressure on him in a lot of spots. And honestly, watching Bryson step up and the mental side of it, really buckle down and make some big putts and big chips and big spots, kind of made me like him just a little bit.
I mean, it goes back to what we talk about every week on this podcast. It's like having that extra it factor and ability to actually bring home a win. It was what Tony couldn't do a couple weeks ago. It's what all these guys struggle to do, but Bryson has that, and it was impressive. And I if I don't have money on him, I don't like him. I didn't think he could bomb and gouge his way across the course. I didn't think that would be the game plan, and it was. And to his credit, he knocked it out of the park, man. He killed it.
I got to say, it was really fun to watch. It's like every time I see a long distance drive contest, in my mind, I'm always like, what is this person like on a golf course? Like, what is it like playing with a guy like that can just smash the ball 400 yards? And we're getting to kind of witness that now. Obviously, those guys are using longer drivers, and I'm sure Bryson might go that route if he keeps going down this rabbit hole. But it's just cool. It's like it's a totally different thing than we've ever seen. It's fun to watch. I mean, Tiger was the longest hitter in the game when he was dominating. Obviously, it's a totally different animal because he was one of the best at every single aspect of the game. But I think that we were texting about this week during the tournament. I think this is probably what Bryson's going to work on. He's going to work on wedges next. If he hasn't been starting that already, it doesn't look like he has. he could use some more work on that. I also want to say, when it comes to Bryson, he wins with his putter. that's what wins him tournaments. He's an insanely good putter, and that's the reason he won this weekend, in my opinion. It wasn't the distance, it was the putting.
That putt he hit on 16. Was it 16, Rock? Do you remember
Was
that?
that
Really,
the par save?
Yeah, the long putt, the par save.
40,
that was
40 feet, yeah.
That was a turning point. That was,
it was insane.
huge.
Right after he was like throwing a hissy fit. See, there's things that you don't like about Bryson, and it's that like almost like childish behavior. He's screaming, "Oh, these are the worst bunkers on tour." It's like, chill, man. You know, show some respect. Like
a little bit of a bitch boy.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a bitch boy,
which is kind of counterintuitive because he loves Arnold Palmer. So don't talk shit about his course, you know?
Yeah.
Not that it's his course, but you know what I mean.
All right. So moving forward, we have the gorgeous, voluptuous TPC Sawgrass for the players.
Ow!
Looking forward to this, man. This course is gorgeous. There is insanely iconic holes here. Speaking of Bryson, really quick, I did hear that there's a possibility that they're going to change the out of bounds on 18 to try to stop him from hitting onto the 9th fairway of cutting the 18th.
Wow.
So we could talk about that a little later, but 18th, obviously that's an iconic hole, and the island green that's probably on a poster on most golf pictures worldwide. So gettable, right? It's not as long as what we've seen in the past couple weeks, so we should see some scoring, but as always, we're in Florida, so there's trouble everywhere. So Rock, why don't we or no, we're not going to do that. We're going to get into some social media. There's too much good social media. Frederick.
There is a lot of good social media. First things first is Billy Horschel is the biggest douchebag ever, and not only are his shoes douchey, he is a douche. It was confirmed this week.
Those shoes are hot fire, bro. I don't
George,
care.
please. George,
I don't care what you have to say about him. His shoes are absolute.
If you wear those shoes, I will eliminate you off the pod.
Guaranteed. I'll be wearing
shoes
those
are
next
awful.
time we play.
I said it. I said those shoes were awful last week, 2 weeks ago, and then he came out and did this and confirmed he is a country club douche. For those who didn't see it, I'm sure everybody saw it. Some fan yelled, "Bad read, Billy," and he turned around and he said, "That's why I'm this side of the ropes and you're on that side." Like, dude.
And he goes, my bank account's a little bit higher than yours, or something.
He said his bank account?
He said something about his account.
How the fuck does he know what the other guy's bank account is?
Wow.
What a dick thing to say.
You know.
That's
He's
even
pretty
worse.
wealthy. But he's off the handle too. Like, he's a nut job.
I mean, is this new? I don't remember him doing this stuff.
Yeah, he's always been fiery, but like, I think he's just in ultra douche mode. I don't know.
It's different now too. You have less spectators, so the ones that scream, you could hear them more. You don't have that rumbling of a crowd, and it can get in guys' heads a little more.
Yeah, you can see him.
I'm surprised that as mental of a game as it is, and as focused you have to be, that anybody would even let a comment get into their head that much that they would go back at somebody. That blows my mind. That just shows, to me, it shows
it after
how much of a lack of focus he has.
Yeah, and to your point, they're not used to it. They've been playing almost a year now without any fans. It's like now the fans are back, and they got to remember that they got to block that shit out. You know, you can't react to these people heckling you. That's like
could you imagine a pitcher? Yeah, could you imagine a pitcher like throwing a bad, like a wild pitch, and then some guy yelling at him in the stands, and then from the mound, you see the pitcher screaming at the guy in the stands?
Release the mechanism.
That's pretty much what he did.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that with John Rocker. Like, that was like Billy Horschel was like John Rocker.
That's a great call.
John Rocker was the craziest son of a bitch, probably.
Yeah.
What else, Freddie? What else?
So I have to bring this up. I don't know. I mean, everybody knows Lee Westwood has his wife on the bag, right? That's nothing new.
Girlfriend or
Fiance.
Fiance. She is a fucking smoke. She was the highlight of 18 for me. Like, everything was going on real intense. I was really into the match, and then they kept zooming to her. She had her hat really low, giving these like eyes with this like chiseled chin, like gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. How the hell do you play golf? Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever heard.
No, I've never heard. No one's ever said that.
She's a model. She's a model.
That's not the right.
She's a model. She's a model. But so, can you guys ever imagine playing? Let alone your fiance, your wife. Can you play with a chick like that on your bag?
No. but I'm also not as manly as Lee Westwood. And you know what struck me? She was like, it was like she didn't care what was going on. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
she had no
I saw
reaction.
her, she's like looking out into the woods, and she's just holding the bag, and he's just trying to decide what club to get. I'm like, offer some sort of support of like, caddy.
Rock.
You imagine if she doesn't even know the rules?
She might
She
not.
might not. She might not. Rock, you were
Dude,
spot
next time
on.
we talk to Paul Tesori, we got to ask about that, because you see these other caddies in there laying on the ground and they're doing all this stuff.
yeah.
And then she's just like looking at the birds and the butterflies and like,
She's like the caddy in Happy Gilmore.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude, when he made that putt on 18, he made that face like whoo, and like really under stress, and they literally panned to her and she was stone faced.
Yeah.
Like not moving.
Didn't care or
no
no
reaction,
or,
nothing. We're not big on that.
I definitely noticed that.
Did you guys see when she grabbed his package?
No.
Did not see that.
Didn't happen. Just kidding.
Oh,
I think he needed
God.
it though, if I'm being honest.
What do we got, Freddie? Anything else?
Well, yeah, moving on. So Will Zalatoris, I saw a little fact, a little tidbit. I thought it was very interesting. So whoever is top 50, Rock, you probably know this, top 50 by the last weekend in March earns an entry into the Masters. With this latest tournament put him at 42, and he moved in the top 50. If he can have a good showing this week, he will be in the Masters most likely.
Wow.
I love him. I love
My
him.
man, Will Zalatoris.
Good for him.
We're going to talk about him in a little bit, but I love him this week too.
His hair is fabulous. He's like Fabio out there.
He's so impressive. He's impressive for a young guy. Man.
He is.
Like,
he is.
Week in, week out. Top 10s here, top 10 there. Like,
do you think?
amazing.
I think Ron touched on this last week. Do you think he's actually, and this is not a knock on him, like brain dead to the point where he doesn't understand what's going on? Because he doesn't look like he's under pressure. He doesn't.
It reminds me of a
have
young Tony Finau. Just top 10s everywhere, you know?
No,
Tony.
No.
You know.
The other thing, Twitter world was going crazy. Rock, this is so hard for me to say with you on air here, but they were pretty much saying Ricky's done, he's dead, that's over. So,
well, when we're going into a tournament and Ricky's 250 to 1, something like that, at a tournament he's won before, he's his biggest win of his career, and I'm not even interested at 250 to 1, putting a couple bucks on him. It's bad. It's hard to watch. I can't stand how they put him in the featured group, and he's just missing all these putts. He's 3-putting from 10 feet. It's like
brutal.
It's really, really hard to watch.
Bro, if the guy announcing calling him Ricky Flower wasn't a sign, if that wasn't a sign that he is like spiraling out of control.
Did you see his face when he did that?
And
He was
I felt so bad for him. He looked so disgusted. It was like kicking him while he's down. He's like, I can't play right now. And on top of it, I'm Ricky Fowler, bitch. And this guy's calling me Ricky Flower like he's never heard of me.
Oh, it was hard.
The flower.
It was hard. Hard to fucking watch.
Listen, I will say this though. I will say golf fans have a really short, they don't have patience. Like look at Spieth as an example. It took him 3 years, but now he's back at the top. Like changing your swing Tiger's the only person that really did a full swing change and then was winning like a year after he started. I don't think anybody else has ever gone through like a full swing change like Ricky is going through and had that success. Wow. The weird thing is the putting is so off, and that's his strongest thing. But like we've talked about in the past, golf is a fickle game. Like you only need something can switch on that was off. Like maybe because he doesn't feel confident swinging a golf club, it's hard for him to feel confident holding a putter. And once he feels better swinging a golf club, it might just click right back on again. We don't know. But it looks terrible right now.
He lost 6.9 strokes.
Oh my god!
To the field putting last week.
It's like if I was out there putting.
That's what I'm saying. I think I would have put better than him. And I'm a terrible putter. But yeah, it's hard to watch.
They did say it was like one stimp measurement off a linoleum floor.
Yeah, it was fast.
Absolutely insane. I can't imagine that.
Is that serious?
Yeah.
You serious about that?
Linoleum floor is 16 something, and I think it got up to 15 by the end of Sunday.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
insane.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine that.
It's crazy. It's like a marble on a wood floor. It does. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
but
get
your
it.
strokes gained measures are against the other people.
Yeah, no, I
that
know.
are
I'm
on the
not
same
giving him an
condition.
excuse. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Rock, the only thing I do want to give you credit, you called this out. I think it was you've been saying it for a while, but 2 weeks ago on the pod before this, you had called Tommy Fleetwood the European Tony Finooooey. And he went full Finooooey on Sunday. He looked so good. We rode his main all through Saturday, loving it, fired up, and then just absolutely collapsed on Sunday. I felt bad. It sucked.
I felt so good about him, and then he was awful on Sunday.
I mean, a
But,
lot of
like,
guys were. It was a tough Sunday, but
yeah.
but he did go Finooooey. So congrats to Tommy Fleetwood for going Finooooey.
Yeah.
All right, Ron,
All right.
take it away.
All right. Back to the course, TPC Sawgrass. So Rock, like we said, a little bit different situation this week. Still a lot of trouble, but the course is going to play a little different. It seems to me like these par fives are going to be a huge aspect here as far as scoring. Tell us what we're looking at in terms of course breakdown, stats that we like, how the model's shaping up.
Okay. This place, it's so fun to watch. This is going to be one of the more fun tournaments we watch all year, other than like the Masters. I'm fired up. I'm rocking my players shirt. I got my players hat on. I'm ready to rock. We are at TPC Sawgrass, the stadium course in Panavidre. Vidre? Is that how you say it? Panavidre, Florida, whatever. I don't care. Yes. 7,189 yards. It's par 72, so it's short for PGA Tour standards. Bermuda greens. The grass is all overseeded and mixed. It's like got some POA in it and all sorts of craziness. It's short, but it's tricky. It's a Pete Dye design, and whenever you play a Pete Dye course, he's gonna challenge you. He's gonna make you think you want to aim at one side of the green when really you want to aim at the other side of the green, and his eye lines are all messed up, and he's got weird bunkers everywhere, and there is water everywhere on this course. I think there's 16 different water hazards or something like that.
Jeez.
It's crazy, and which makes it hard to handicap because it's hard to predict when somebody's gonna have a blow up hole and hit it in the water. I mean, you could pick the guys that are hitting fairways and they're accurate, and I am leaning that way in the stat model, but it's tough to predict. With that said, I feel good about the model that I made. I made a model with ball striking. I think it's shown over the years it's a ball striking course. The best ball strikers have done well here. The Henrik Stensons, the Kuchers, Ricky Fowler when he was ball striking, Tiger won it a few times. Adam Scott, Sergio. I can go on and on about the world-class ball strikers. I focus on the approach game, a little around the green. The greens are small, so I'm looking at the short game a little bit. Greens in reg, basically you want to stay out of trouble. I'm looking at bogey avoidance, proximity. We're just trying to keep it close to the flag so we're not in the water. Little fairways gained. I also am looking at a corollary course at Sedgefield Country Club. I looked into this a little bit, and a ton of people who have won the Wyndham at Sedgefield have won the Players. It makes sense because it's a shorter Bermuda greens course with some trouble. I don't know if it's a Pete Dye design, but it does make sense. And guys like Webb Simpson, Webb named his kid Wyndham because he loves playing at the Wyndham so much at Sedgefield. And he won the Players in 2018. And I think Kuchar's wanted. There's been a bunch of guys. Siwoo Kim always plays well at Sedgefield and plays well here. So, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one to handicap. I'm excited about it, though. I think, guys, I see the winning score in the -15 range. I think, guys got to maintain, and we're gonna get some good viewer options with the PGA Tour Live app. It's gonna be awesome weekend.
Hey, Rock, quick question. Has there ever been a 2-time winner here?
Yeah, Tiger's won it several times.
Yeah. Is there anybody like? I mean, Tiger's an anomaly on most of this stuff, but I was wondering if it's a really rare to get a 2-time.
I think there have been. I'd have to look it up.
We can move on. You can look it up.
Did Freddie Couples win a couple times?
Maybe, I don't know.
I missed that swing, man. God, that swing was like He's the Ken Griffey Jr. of golf, as far as I'm concerned. Just like, God, I could watch him swing all day. I digress. Let's continue.
Jack Nicklaus won it a few times.
So somebody that I'm looking at here, because we always talk about past performance here too. An interesting guy would be Jason Day, who's got great course history here in the last 5 years. Well, going back to 15, he missed the cut, but 16, he won it. 17, T60, 18, T5, last year, T8, or 2019, T8. Kind of like an all or nothing, but I don't know, man. Like Jason Day's dangerous. What do you see in him? I know he's not completely up to form as much as some of these other guys, but I don't know, man. Like the more we've been doing this, I definitely see guys that love certain courses, and I see him cutting through some things here.
He's been playing well too.
Better lately. Yeah.
For me with J Day, I just always worry that he sprays it too much. I'm surprised he does it. He plays well here. He does play well here, but I just get nervous with his driver. I mean, if he's clubbing down and that's his game plan, maybe that would suit him a little better. By the way, I looked it up. Jack Nicklaus, Fred Couples, George, good call. Steve Elkington, Noxie's boy that she does her podcast with, Hal Sutton and Davis Love, all won multiple times.
Big names.
Yeah,
big names.
Yeah, and all ball strikers. If you look at it, it's really those pure ball strikers that seem to play well here. And an all-around game. You have to be able to get it up and down when you miss these little greens, and So I'm looking at that a lot too.
So the other big decision, as it usually is it worth taking a huge favorite? So we got DJ sitting at 11-1. I mean, you have to like him here. I mean, Jesus Christ, in our model, I think he ranks 1 in 7 of the categories. He ranks 1, so he's a heavy favorite here. Obviously playing well this year. Do you think it's worth it at 11-1?
He hasn't been playing that great the last couple of tournaments, though.
Yeah, I mean, I never really like to go that low, but I mean, he he's amazing.
Especially at a course like this.
Yeah, I mean, he never really has played well here, but that doesn't mean he would struggle at times at the Masters too, and he came out and like destroyed the entire field. So yeah, he's always live. He's always live to just win it outright. I mean, he came 5th in 2019, so but for the most part, he's in the middle of the pack.
Not to spoil our picks in a little bit, but after watching Morikawa's new putting stroke and seeing the confidence that he had in that after not even practicing with it as that long, I love him. I love him hitting fairways this week. I love him. The only thing that worries me is around the green a little bit, but man, I mean, if his iron play is as good as it was when he won a few weeks ago, I mean, 20-1 is great odds for him, I think.
Yeah, it's like, why isn't he 12-1? With those guys.
Yeah.
He's won how many times since the last time Rory won? Look, I think the around the green game is important here, and I don't love that about him. I will say the greens are more shaved around the greens, so you can.
How you say shaved?
So it's very Ronnie B style. You can putt from a little further out.
Oh God, I love my long putts.
Oh God, you putt from 50 yards.
Wait, long putts? For those that don't know, Ron has actually putted out of bunkers. I've seen it happen. I've seen it in live.
True story.
Bro, if there's no lip, let's go.
It's uncanny how good he is at it too, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a very hard time ever changing my putter because I've gotten it down so well to gauge a 50-yard putt.
Can't ever change that. It's like Tiger's Scotty. Can't change that thing.
Yeah. All right. So, like, who else? Do you guys want to talk out any other guys that you're thinking about? George, before we got on, you were talking about a guy that you said was, what did you say? Not undervalued, but just wasn't getting the credit.
Wasn't getting respect. Now, I will say he fell apart. I mean, I may have been able to beat him on Sunday last weekend, but Keegan Bradley, I mean, he's
Keegan Kitty Clubs.
Keegan Kitty Clubs is plus 550 top 20 again. I I mean, this is again the kind of course. I know, Rock. I know it's
can't do
really
it.
hard to watch him putt. It is really hard to watch him putt. However, this is the kind of course where he could just sort of like always be closer to the pin than most guys, you know? And so, yeah, he might not get as many birdies, but I think he certainly could get in that top 20 just like he did. He got in the top 20. He was tied for 10th, like half the field on Sunday after a 78.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I agree. I think you could see him up there. I think
Crazy.
that's good odds for him.
You may hear his name later. I don't know.
Do you know who I thought you were talking about? Was Corey Connors.
Another one.
This is a dude that is playing very well. I love the way he stats out here. I'm seeing 90-1, which is crazy.
And dude, I wish we bet it last week when the first came out before API, where he had a great performance. He was 175-1.
Wow, they dropped that
and
much.
now he's down to 90-1. It's like, ugh. Listen, Corey Connors, I picked him in our preview show to be the winner here at the Players because I know ball strikers win here, and he is a freaking amazing ball striker. But last week, he entered Big Rock eye test zone with the way he was striking the ball. My man, he didn't miss a fairway and he didn't miss a green. He was like all over the place. Every time they cut to him, which was a lot, they were really featuring him. He was striping it. He couldn't hit a putt, which he never can hit a putt. But yeah, he does it for me, man. He gets my juices flowing.
Yeah, I mean he's number 2 in fairways gained in our model, 7th in strokes gained on par 5s, 6th in greens and reg gained. So he's, I mean, in the stats that you're looking at specifically here, he's right at the top. Right at the top at 90-1. He's very high in those stats. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, and to George's point, Keegan, he does show some value. I have a hard time watching Keegan. I just feel like he constantly blows it. But I mean, he technically gained strokes on the field last week.
Yeah,
he gained strokes and everything.
Putting he did? Wow.
Yeah, 1.4 strokes on the field putting,
wow.
and he's double the odds of Corey Connors. And he was similar ball striking. So I do think there's some value there, but it's just hard rooting for Keegan.
He always looks so brain dead. He
looks uncomfortable with those little tiny clubs.
That's the thing. It's the hunched over thing that's hard to watch. But I'll tell you, results don't lie, baby.
Yeah.
I will say this week, Rock and everybody else, what do you think? Because I find it oddly crazy when you look at the top 10 odds for this course. Anybody can win. And when I look at the top of the board, usually during the week, it's like one or two guys that scare me. But I mean, you go down Dustin Johnson, Bryson, John Rahm, Rory McIlroy, Morikawa, Xander, Justin Thomas, Cantlay. Like all those guys are so dangerous.
Murderers
and they're
row,
really hard to rule out. I mean, even at the high odds. And like I said, usually when you look at the board, you can say, okay, Dustin Johnson I'm scared of, but the 3 other guys behind him, they're not worth the odds. But all those guys really, really qualify for the odds they're getting, which is scary.
That's another reason why it's so hard to handicap this tournament is you have so many capable guys. It's hard to say which one will stumble a little bit. And I mean, out of those 8 or 9 that you just mentioned, I mean, 3 or 4 of them could play out of their mind. You know, you just don't know who it's going to be.
With that said, playing out of our minds, the Florida weather looks like it will be pretty great. Thursday, we're looking at 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. High right around 70. Friday and Saturday are basically the same. It's like mid 70s, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. Sunday, again, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds, 74. There is a chance. I'm a little concerned that Sunday the wind might be a little bit more challenging later in the day, but I can't say that for sure just yet. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that, and we'll tweet about it if that's going to be the case. But weather looks like it's going to be glorious. So ball strikers are going to strike. That's it.
I like that. And Freddie, to your point, people can come out of the woodwork and do well here. I think it was 2 years ago when Webb Simpson won. He blew away the field, but the top 10 people, it was a bunch of no name people. Charles Schwartzel, not no name, but guys that
lower end guys.
Yeah, that were probably crazy high odds. Jimmy Walker was up there. Jason Duffner was up there. Harold Varner was up there. Danny Lee was up there. Keegan. it wasn't like Murderers Row, the big dogs. I think people can. To your point, I think we could see. You just need to get hot. You get hot with the ball striking, make a couple putts, stay out of trouble, and you're right there on Sunday.
Let's get into it. Let's get into some picks, boys. Now, before we do this, I just got to give the reminder. It wasn't a winning week last week, but if you've listened to us, you know that we always say this is a long-term betting model. So if you were with us the past 3 weeks, you're still absolutely crushing. So
we cannot win every week.
No, it's impossible. I mean,
let me ask you this question: when was the last time we had a player that finished worse than second? I think it was like 7 tournaments ago.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
insane. To be fair, it would have been last week, but we tweeted out Lee Westwood after the first round. He was up there, he's ball striking, and he was looking good, and his fiance was looking smoky. And we got involved with Lee Westwood, and it was worth every penny.
A lot of good things going on with Lee.
And we didn't win last week, but shout out to Georgie Fingers, who did hit his value play, and I hit my value. It was tied with like 10 other guys, so I only got even money on it. But we had two value.
You could say it.
Plays.
I went back to normal.
You're back to normal.
I'm back.
Freddie's down 29 units.
Like a blind squirrel. Like a blind squirrel, Freddie.
I'll find one this week, you motherfucker.
I'm feeling somebody's hitting a winner this week, and I think we might hit a first round. I feel so good about what we're going into here.
Oh boy, that makes me nervous.
So
All right,
let's do it. So let's do it.
Woo!
Georgie.
Let's go. Here we go. The Flying Embers delicious hard kombucha beverages. They are our sponsors that are not paying us yet, folks, but they are glorious. I tasted them.
Has anyone reached out to them, by the way?
No, I tasted one. I was the first Big Boy Golf member to taste that deliciousness. I quickly spread it to the rest of the clan, and Big Rock might be their strongest ambassador in the country at this point.
If you hit me up on Twitter, I think I'm at Big Rock. I don't know what my Twitter is, but find me on Twitter. If you need to know a location to get yourself some Flying Embers, I have it unlocked. I know. I just need your zip, and I can tell you where.
Shoot him a DM. Shoot him a DM.
I just need your home address and your firstborn.
All right, so I'm going to get into the first round flyer here. I'm a little bit torn, if I'm being honest. Part of me wants to go with Xander. And the reason for that is because he just stats out so well. I don't know if I see him winning this thing, although I think he really just fits this course perfectly. But I don't know. I have a hard time seeing Xander win. I have a really easy time seeing him go really low on a first day. But you know what? I think I'm going to go a little bit more interesting with a guy who's really been playing out of his mind lately. And he's plus, I have, what do I have here? Plus 5,000 for first round flyer. He hails from England. My man is 26 years old. He's 5'10". He's 155 pounds soaking wet. I'm talking about Matty Fitzpatrick. That's my horse. I feel good about it.
Did you say 50 to 1?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Matty Fitz, nice odds.
I like that. It's out of the box. It's not where I thought you were going.
I know. I think that's where I keep leaning that way. First round flyer to find something a little bit more out of the box with a little bit longer odds, because I feel like I never hit first round flyer. So why not go for something that pays well? And he certainly is someone that could hit that. He's been really, I don't know. His whole game has really been coming into form, and he's just been crushing courses. So I could see him going low.
Yeah. I thought you were going to go Rory. Then I thought you were going to go Fleetwood. And then when you said 155 pounds, I was like, oh, what little boy is playing? So yeah. Matty Fitzpatrick. That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. I like it, man.
Yeah. He's my guy.
Go get it. I'm between two guys, so I'm hoping somebody takes my other one.
I am going with a guy that cannot play on Sunday. The first round leader is on a Thursday, so it's the exact opposite. He has the main of the Charlemagne.
I love it.
Thomas
Oh,
L.
I
Fleetwood.
thought he was going Finau.
I thought you were going Finau too.
He
Fleetwood.
did. It's just the English version.
European.
Yeah, it's the
So
British
much better
version.
looking.
What
Tommy.
odds do you have on that?
Tommy, I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to be betting him. I have him at
cheery out, mate.
66.
66.
6. I like it.
66.
That's crazy.
I like it. This makes me so happy.
Those are
inside.
real long.
If he hits first round, I will grow my hair out for the next year. I won't cut it.
I love that. What if he doesn't? Will you shave it?
It's pretty much already shaved, but I'll shave it. I mean, if you want me to shave it.
I can't wait to watch you grow. I'm rooting so hard for him now.
So when you were describing who Rock and I both thought you were describing Finau, I got really excited and started to second guess my pick and thought, shit, I should take Finau, but you're going to take him. Now you didn't take him. Now I feel like I need to take him.
I put you in a
I'm not
box.
going to take him. But I'm not going to take him.
Ooh.
I get a little nervous with Tony lately. I know he's my guy. But there's one guy that really has been impressing the hell out of me.
I think I know.
He's becoming a fan favorite. He seems to make a friggin' short chip in or medium wedge on top of ridiculous putts lately. He's insanely low lately. I mean, he's putting together amazing rounds. I'm not necessarily a guy that thinks the streak is going to always continue. You guys know me. I'm more of a things are going to even out. Things are going to average out. But this guy is so hot lately. If it wasn't for that one blow up hole, the other tournament, he probably would have won it. It's Victor Hovland. He's 45-1 first round leader. He's hot as hell right now. I think he's playing with a shit ton of confidence, and 45-1. I will take that.
It's great.
That is who I was going with if you didn't.
Really?
Ron, I love Victor.
Dude, he's the most like volatile player in the world right now, where he's either the lowest or just blowing up, and those are crazy odds. 45-1.
Yeah,
come on.
Rock, but he's not necessarily blowing up. It's like a hole or two that are blow-ups, right?
Yeah, for him.
Yeah.
But it takes him out of contention. He's struggling with the consistency. But yeah, I mean, he's got the firepower to like go real low. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit torn now. I
thought you were in between two.
Yeah, I
thought you just helped you out.
I really liked him. I was thinking Finau, and then I have this other guy that I'm thinking.
Oh.
Finau's too. It feels too on the nose to go Finau you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I don't know, man. This is, like we said, this is a par 5 course. They're gettable.
He's so good.
I love Tony on par 5s.
Yeah, he'll be second after the first day.
You could bet that. You could bet top 5.
You can
after first round.
I can't. You can.
Where can you bet that?
DraftKings has it this week. They have top 5. Tony Finooooey is 9-1 to be top 5. That's pretty good. I might tickle that. All right, I'm gonna go with
top 20 after round 1. Wow.
Ooh, I love how torn you are here. You want to talk it out?
All right, I'm just gonna lay it all out. These guys?
Flop it on the table.
I love Xander this week. I love Webb this week. They're both 40-1 top.
Love Webby.
You always
round
love
leader.
When Webb's on Bermuda,
it makes me feel a certain way inside my like loin area.
Born in Bermuda.
You're just trying to fill the Ricky void.
I am, and we're best friends with Paul Tesori now, so it's like
it's true.
Man, I am really messed up here. Okay, I'm gonna go.
I mean, you can't catch me anyway, so don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal.
Yes, I can. Yeah, I can.
If it means anything, and this is just my opinion, Webb is a consistently solid guy who puts 4 rounds together. I don't see him as a guy that comes out and shoots a 63. I know I'm not saying he can't.
He just finished first 2 tournaments ago. First round.
I'm just saying to you.
All right. I'm going.
Take your time, Rocket. It's not like we don't have a time limit.
Yeah.
You know what?
People
I'm
aren't listening.
I'm going with you're not gonna expect this. Justin Thomas.
Whoa! What happened?
Justin Thomas. He's 40-1.
I love Justin Thomas always.
The guy has the firepower. Like,
is he right? Is he right
he's
now?
not. He's not. But
He's
I want to
been
be there
meditating
when he
for the
gets
last
right.
2 weeks in a row.
You know what I mean? I want to take advantage. I want to be there when he gets right.
I don't know if he's there yet.
I think I agree with Freddie.
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
But I also said that about Bryson last week, and I'm like minus 29 units. So yeah, he'll probably win.
Outright.
Is that your final
Outright.
answer, Rock?
I like doing something unexpected like that, though. I think I like that, Rock.
Yeah.
Outright. Freddie, you're up.
All right. Outright. I am between a few people, but I think oh God, it's so hard. I'm not gonna do what Rock did and take a million. I'm going strictly off feel. I think his game's a little bit of a mess, but he's got the magic, and I love to root for him on Sunday. And I hope they upgrade the Under Armour clothing once he wins.
Oh yeah.
Who?
I screamed. Sorry, I screamed. I got so excited.
Jordan Spieth.
Wow.
Who?
Wow. You screamed right when he said it.
Sorry.
Yeah, how'd you know who I was gonna say?
Because
Wow.
you just
30 to
described Jordan
1.
Spieth.
30-1. I think dude, it's I don't think his game's there, for the record. I do not think his game's there, but I think he has magic.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree
He has
with
magic.
you. I'm going to
He has a mental, he has magic. I'm going to take the magic.
I think his game
It's
is
magic.
there. It just hasn't been consistently there. He's putting up the same types of days that he used to put up on Sundays. The first tournament he figures out how to put that day together on a Sunday, he's going to win. And it could very well be this tournament. I love it.
It's hard to not interrupt you when you say it's not consistently there, when he's coming off of 3 of his last 4 tournaments he had top 5s, and he's coming off 4 straight top 20s or top 15s.
Rock,
What I meant
the
by
only
that
thing
is
that
like
scares me is-
four crazy rounds. Like he's having a round every tournament where it's like the old Jordan Spieth, where like shit's going in from the bunker and from like 40 feet on the greens. And I just feel like he's those days haven't been on Sunday. And I think the day that he does it on Sunday, that's the day he's going to win.
The thing to me that is striking me about Jordan, and it's fascinating, and it's good for the game, man. He is one of the best players for the game. This week, when at the API, he got that hole in one. You heard the fans back. It was like golf was back again. You got Jordan, and you got the fans, and he's doing his magic stuff, and like, I mean, it's great. But the thing that's really striking me is his approach game. He gained 5.5 strokes on approach, so he's figured something out with the irons. In the last 7.8 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, lost 0.8 at the Genesis, which is crazy, and then gained 5.5. So he's really striking the ball with his irons really, really well, which is big, and he's not losing a ton off the tee, which is where he was a mess there for a couple of years. I just worry about a place like this. He's not, if he was 80-1 like he was 4 weeks ago, I'd be interested. But I worry at 30-1, all it takes is one driver into a lake or one, tee shot on 17, and he hits it in the lake a couple times or something, and it just blows up his whole world. And that's the only thing I worry about with him.
I totally understand that. I totally get it. But from an emotional standpoint, if he's in contention on Sunday and I can't root for him, I will be devastated.
Yeah.
I'll be devastated. I love him. I think everybody, like you said, everybody loves him. And I just want to be able to root for him. So emotionally, I'm going to take him.
I love it.
Other thing with Spieth, just so it's out there, he's played the Player 6 times. He's only made the cut twice.
Oh, wow.
His
all right, I'm not going to take him.
He came 41st in 2018, and he came 4th in 2014 when he was like peak Spieth. But I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
Who knows? Hey, it's Freddie, so don't take the bet, obviously, and we'll hope for the best.
It's a Finooooey bet. It's a Finooooey play.
All right, I'm next, and I'm going to go with a guy who I have gone with in the past. He stats out great here. He hasn't put it all together for a win in a while. If you've ever seen an interview with this guy, I love this about him. he's constantly asking questions. Like he's the guy that wants to find every morsel of information from every player he's like messing around with whenever I see an interview with this guy. Lo and behold, he's Australian. He's 33, 6 foot tall, 195 pounds, which Ron really was aghast with last time I said it. His name is J-Day. I'm going for him. I see 45-1 on mine, which probably means you guys have like 49 or 50.
That's right. I think
I
that's
got
what
50. I got 50.
Yeah, 50 is great. I think it's great odds for him on a course like this. If he does put it together off the tee, he will be very, very dangerous because he's great around the greens. Final answer.
I told you I love guys that love certain courses. He loves it there for whatever reason.
Yeah,
So,
he's got the most strokes gained in the last 5 years, I think, at this course.
so I always run into this problem. Who I'm going to save for my value? I already told you I like Corey Connors.
Wait a second. It's Rock's turn, isn't it?
It is my turn, I think.
Well, excuse.
I like it. I like they're excited
Ron
about
has
it.
been-
I was
Ron
fired
has been
up.
so quiet. He's
I
been
was
so
fired up.
quiet. He's over there looking.
George, by the
Statistician.
way,
Yeah.
J-Day has 3 top 10s, including a win in his last 4 outings here.
Bam.
Just saying.
He's
And
third
Jordan
in
Spieth
strokes
hasn't
gained.
made a cut.
He's third in strokes gained last 5 years, but he missed
Bet
the
him
cut
top
in
10.
2015.
Bet
so-
him top 10.
Yeah, J-Day all the way. Hey,
All right, Rock. Sorry, I cut you off, Rock. Go ahead.
listen to what I say.
No,
You just may.
listen. If I could bet everybody that I love this week, I would guarantee not winning anything because I love a lot of guys. So it's
If your aunt had balls, you know?
yeah, right.
Hit
Uh,
balls.
I'm gonna go with my boy Xander Schauffele. I almost went Corey Connors because that's who I had preseason, and he packed. He had that Big Rock eye test last week, but I'm going Xander Schauffele. I just love the way he, positions himself off the tee. He's had good performances here. He's dope around the green.
He is.
I'm scared of some other guys, but I think he's my favorite.
I kind of hope for his sake that he does. I think it'd be great for him if he got this big of a win.
And it's finally, he has his WGC under his belt, but we're finally seeing odds that make a little more sense. I see him at 24-1 on FanDuel. That's like a little more realistic for.
Well, it helps too to have like every single big boy at the tournament.
Yeah, it's the toughest field in golf.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's like finally I'm getting that kind of value, which does it for me.
Hey, Rock, who bet them preseason? Who bet Xander preseason for the players?
Do you know the answer? Is that what you're asking?
I know. I don't. I was wondering.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think anyone did.
I don't think any of us did. Yeah.
No.
Oh, yes, you did. You did.
Oh, I
Freddie.
did. Oh, yeah, I just want to make sure.
Fudge.
Okay. Yeah.
If I knew that, I might have
Yeah.
thought about it. differently.
This guy.
that is Mush City.
Yeah, that feels mushy.
Would you like to change your pick?
No,
Run away. Run away.
Mush
no. Hey,
City.
just to recap that, George had Morikawa, which is interesting.
It is.
Because you probably could have bet him then at like 50-1, and now he's 22. Freddie had Xander, I had Corey Connors, and Ron had Rahm.
Rom.
Yeah, Rom's. I don't know. Not feeling Rom lately. Not feeling him.
Angry.
I worry about him getting
I
angry.
am feeling my man Colin.
Mm.
Really, really debating taking him again. We won with him not that long ago. But I told you that putter stroke, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see him out there to see if he stays hot with it. I think he's great odds at 20-1 or 22-1. Rock mentioned Corey Connors. You said Corey Connors can't putt though.
Sucks at putting.
And we
Tell us
had
how
this
you really
discussion-
feel.
We had this discussion a few weeks back, and I was like,
Oh, that was funny.
I like Morikawa and I like Hovland. And then Freddie was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but neither one can putt on Bermuda. And then I stayed away from both of them. And then Colin won, and Victor Hovland, if he didn't blow up, probably could have won. And so I don't really want to listen to anybody's putting
Well,
guesses.
and it's weird because he ball strikes so well sometimes that he has to gain strokes putting, right? I mean, last week he gained 3.8, but he was all over. He gained 7.1 strokes on approach. He was insane tee to green, like bonker city.
All right, so I mean, like I said, I love par 5 scoring this week. He's 7th ranking in strokes gained, par 5. He's 2nd in fairways gained, and with that kind of accuracy, I think you're going to need it on this course. I'm going to stick with him. Fuck it, Corey Connors, 90-1.
Wow.
Let's
like
go.
It. Oh God, I love it.
Let's go. Come on, you little Canadian bitch.
I don't know if that's what you want to say to him if you want him to win.
I'm just trying to fire him up, you know?
He's definitely listening. By the way, the godfather of fantasy golf, Pat Mayo, definitely listens to our podcast because I referred to Zalatoris as Zalaclitoris last week, and he made a Zalaclitoris joke on his podcast this week.
Did he
Can we
reference you?
trademark
Did he
that?
give you some cred?
We're coming
No,
after.
I didn't get any cred.
We're coming
I gotta
after
get a
you.
shot.
We're coming
He's
after you for
listening now.
royalties, Mayo. We're coming
Yeah,
after you,
Mayo.
bud.
Big Rock, give me credit. Tag me on Twitter. I don't know what
Get
my Twitter
Mayo
is.
on here. Get him on here.
He's the godfather of fantasy, but maybe.
Well, he owes us now. He stole your.
I mean, we're
Zalatoris.
basically destroying him this season, so maybe he owes us one.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Rock, what are we up units for the year for this calendar year?
We
season.
are up for 2021. We are up 246.17 units.
Suck it, Pat Mayo.
Oh God.
And for since we started in 2019, and this counts the 8 months we didn't have golf with COVID, we're up 474.15 units.
Oh, that's it.
Come
That's it?
on.
No biggie. No biggie.
Oh my God. It actually it points to the fact that the model's getting better and better over time. It's aging really well.
Follow the model. We'll have swag out
Follow
soon.
the
Follow the
model.
model swag.
Follow
And
the
if you're
model.
betting
Follow the model.
Ron's units, you would be up $200.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Actually, maybe like 100.
The model fits everybody.
Charlie X Value is his name. Oh, burn. With that, that's a great
Boom.
segue. I think
Yeah.
it's time for some values, isn't it?
It is. I am looking for a dude
Hang on a second.
that. Yeah, I know. I'm first in value. I know I'm first in value.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Why am I waiting?
Carry on.
I'm looking
You
for him.
messed him up.
So
Mhm.
he is. Don't look. He's 16th in the model.
Okay.
So just going by this, he's 16th in our model. He's 200-1 to win.
That's crazy. Is
Don't
it-
look.
Can I guess?
You could guess.
Is it Russell Henley?
Not Russell Henley.
That's too long. odds.
Zalatoris?
Nope.
Lanto Griffin?
I know it.
What is it, Rock?
I don't
Neesmith?
think
It is
he-
Neesmith.
Neesmith.
Yeah, come on.
Wow.
That's what I was thinking.
guess.
I don't love his top 40. That's what I was looking at. 275 top
Dude,
40.
he's been stupid hot with his approach game.
Yeah, dude, if you think he's going to do well, do top 20.
I don't necessarily think he's going to do well. I just think that's great value. 16th in the model, 200-1. I was expecting to see a little more value at top 40.
So that's
Maybe
probably
like a 400.
That's probably plus 500 for top 20. That's great for him. Dude, he's
Let me give you
great.
a little stat about him. Second in the field in the last 36 rounds in greens and reg.
Okay,
Wow.
I got my plus 400, top
Wow.
30.
Oh,
Plus
yeah,
400, top 30.
that's great.
Matthew Neesmith, a value, top 30, plus 400. Lock it in. Final answer.
I love
Lock
it.
it in.
I love it. I'm going to follow that up really quickly because we all know where I'm going. The man plays with clubs that are meant for children, and he's 6'3". Keegan Bradley. I'm doing it again. I'm going back to the well. I mean, dude, he was 10th last week with a 78
frustrating.
on Sunday. A 78. I'm going again.
So what,
Top 20.
What are you doing?
And I'm
Top 20?
seeing plus 550. Crazy. Disrespectful, if I'm being honest. How dare you, players?
I hate betting Keegan Bradley, but I'm gonna friggin' smush that bet.
Yeah, it's worth it.
I hate it.
All
I
right.
hate it. It's hard. It's hard to deal with.
Just embrace it. Just embrace it. Just bend over and embrace it. Just like
it
he does when he hits his clubs. He's so bent. He's not like a 60
Dude,
degree.
I got plus 500 on that. That's dope. Come on.
Wow, I can't believe my odds are better for once.
What did you get?
550.
I'll put it in.
George, there's a 80% chance that you looked at the wrong bet.
It's very possible. That's very, very possible. Shit, they got me second guessing. I'm going to look again. All right, Freddie, you're up. Let's do it.
All right. My value, I am going with somebody you guys are not going to be happy with, considering I am the mush. I am going for Bryson DeChambeau to miss the cut, plus 240.
Wow.
Now, here's my thinking. I will sell you on it. He had an unbelievable round on Sunday. Out of his mind mentally. Probably one of the strongest mental finishes I've seen out of him. I loved him. After the round, he was giggling, laughing. He was joking around on the range, and his interviews were like this personality that I've never seen. He's not ready to snap back to his nasty Bryson mode. I don't think he's ready. I think he's taking the win. I think he's taking his foot off the gas. I think he shows up a little flustered, and he misses the cut.
You've got a gift, I think, even though you lost the last time you did this bet. But I think this is your gift. I think you're gonna figure it out, and before long, it's gonna be
Your
like
niche.
you're gonna hit like 2 out of 3. I love it.
Here's the thing, though. So like, I'm the biggest mush here. So me betting on him missing the cut, he's gonna fucking win.
George has had some mid-round mushy texts.
I mean,
stop texting.
That was 2 tournaments ago. I forget which one it was, but it was like everything I said. It was the next shot of that person was terrible.
I was panicking. I said, George, I've known you 38 years, and this is the most mad I've ever been at you. Can you stop? He had Webb Simpson shanking balls into the woods.
And I don't believe in that shit, but then like it was like 12 times in a row. It was getting a little weird.
Yeah, I was freaking out.
Like Ouija board type weird. All right, Rock.
By the way, I love that bet. I was thinking about doing a DJ Bryson, Rahm, Rory little round robin miscut situation.
You got to talk into something that bold that you just said. Why? It's crazy.
Because it's such a volatile course. These guys are such favorites. They're all under 20-1, and at the drop of a hat, they could put up an 8 and miss the cut.
Let me give you a little Rory tidbit. I was watching a little Golf Network today, and they had him on a little pre-players interview, and he talked about his struggles with his swing lately and how he's dealing with an issue that he's never dealt with before. I can't get into the specifics, but it had something to do with the way he usually brings the club around. It's a common error for him. He's doing the opposite of what he's done in years past. So he's finding it very hard to fix what he's doing now. And he did not sound comfortable at all. He pretty much sounded like it's a constant work in progress right now. He can't really figure out how to fix it. And it didn't spell somebody that is poised to come out at a Players and crush. That's just the impression that I got. I mean, it's Rory McIlroy, so nobody would be surprised if he shot a 64, but
he straight up said he's not comfortable.
He did not look right.
Yeah, and he's dealing with some swing changes. He compared it to when he hurt his ankle or his ribs a couple years ago, and he's just had to switch things up, and he's just not comfortable with the consistency of it. And it makes sense. I mean, the guy hasn't won in 2 years.
Yeah,
he hasn't won, I think, since this tournament.
I mean, this is why we love Rory. He's like probably the most honest and open person, one of them, on tour.
You always say that. I hate Rory. How do you like Rory? You said that. I hate Rory. Literally hate him.
How do you hate Rory?
I'm not a huge fan either.
The more pods we do, I realize that I fucking hate everybody.
Do you know what I don't like about him? I won't say I hate it about him because he's a sweetheart. I'll take George's word. The guy's a fucking sweetheart. I don't like the way he walks. He has a strut on the course.
It's a Cantlay.
He has a strut, and he's a little guy, so you can't really strut around when you're that little. You know what I mean? Like if Cockrack wanted to strut on the course, that guy he could do whatever he wanted.
How about the cock, by the way?
Not 5'8", Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, I think I just like it. To me, it all boils down to the Ryder Cup. Like, I like to root against Rory because he's not on my USA team. I want to see Patrick Reed and Rory in the final group on Sunday, and I want Patty
Screaming
Daddy
in their
to smoke
other's
him and
face.
like talk shit and like
Oh
on,
yeah,
like,
don't get me wrong.
I want Reed to have the box because he just eagled 16. He's on 17 and he stacks at 3 feet, and then he turns to Rory and he's like, "What's up, bitch? I'm up 2 strokes and I just stuck at." That's what I want. That's all I want. That's what I want. You want me to have a fun Sunday? That's what I want.
My heart's racing.
I think they'd be done if he was up 2 going into 18, wouldn't they?
No, 17. I said the par 3. He
Sorry,
sticks the par 3. I mean,
sorry.
follow along.
I rain on your parade there.
Oh, I want to ask you something, Rock.
Oh man.
So yeah, this is a big question. Sorry to switch gears here. Why have we not mentioned Tyrrell Hatton?
Tyrell.
I don't know, because the guy, he was awful on Thursday and he still came back to
set him
make the
back.
cut, and then he shot. If he didn't,
He was
fall
in contention
apart
on Sunday, but then
he
fell
was in
apart.
contention. Those are the words I was trying to say. Yeah. Listen, I like Hatton a lot this week.
He's
a
sneaky.
bulldog.
He's like such a. Why is he so under the radar? I mean, he's not obviously under the radar, but like it's just weird how little he's talked about.
I worry about the same thing with him as I do with John Rahm on a course like this. If you get in trouble, you start losing your mind. Big boy golf.
Big boy.
If you can't hit it in the water and then lose your complete cool and like go off the handle. So guys like Horschel, guys like Hatton, guys like Rahm, I worry about their mental state. Rahm did it a couple years ago. The year Rory won, Rahm was in contention and he like melted. He hit in a bunker and he shanked it. He was arguing with his caddy. It was a mess.
He missed a putt by 2 inches and he just couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Boys, we got to do our picks for the people.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
Wait, I didn't do a value.
You
Do I
didn't?
not get to do one?
I thought you did it.
No. What did you think it was? Because I'm debating a couple things, so maybe you could help me out.
Ooh. Dig.
I don't know.
All right, I'm going Corey
I think-
Connors. I'm going Corey Connors.
Bam.
I'm
what?
going Connors top 10 plus 600. Big Rock eye test. Come get some.
By the way, I just hammered Keegan Bradley plus 550 top 20. Hammered it.
Fucking no-brainer. All right, yeah, pick
For the people's pick, Ron, we got to switch something up here.
Yeah, we
think
gotta
we-
go.
like,
We gotta go higher
maybe-
payout.
No, I think we just don't say who we're picking.
What?
You just keep it really, just whisper it. Everybody whisper it. Don't say it, because once it's said, it's out in the
Well,
open.
the
Just
problem
whisper it.
last week was we didn't have George. George was calling in.
It's
So
true.
we didn't have his input, and we didn't know what was going on. We
That's
were
true.
flustered.
You need me.
Yeah,
We're like the Spice Girls. We need each other.
Oh, jeez.
Separated.
You're
Separated. We're immense.
Beyonce. You're Beyonce.
Beyonce's not
I'm
the
gonna go
Spice
down in
Girls,
the
bro.
fire.
Come on.
I don't know. All right,
That's
what do we
Destiny's
like?
Child.
Sporty Spice. All right.
What do we like?
We always like Patty Daddy, and he's 40 to 1.
No. It's got to be somebody we talked about. We're on a whole bunch of guys here. We got to pick one of the ones that we're on.
It is interesting.
Is that
Patty
what you're
Daddy's
doing?
the only guy I've bet so far, but I only bet it because I think the odds are wrong. He should never be 40 to 1, and I'm taking that until the cows come home.
I like so many people. That's my problem. I like a lot of people here.
So are we
Who do
going?
we like the most?
Billy Horschel.
Are we going top 5, top 10? Or are we going winner?
Let's just go
Top
winner.
5, Patrick Reed is plus 750.
Ooh, that's tasty.
I don't like that value as much
Oh, okay.
Okay.
as him winning.
All right.
You know,
Don't be-
I could
don't be-
get on the Colin Morikawa bandwagon straight out of Cali.
For the W? What's his
Hmm,
top 5?
400.
This is tough.
That's not that good. That's not that good.
What about like a Russell Henley top 5?
No.
Damn it.
Sorry.
No.
What
I'm
about
not-
Corey
I'm not a
Connors top
Henley
5?
fan.
What
Let's
about
talk-
Corey Connors top 5?
That's
Ooh.
saucy.
We have talked a lot about him. I like it.
I got
Corey
14
Connors.
to, I got 14 to 1 on mine.
Oh.
What's top 10?
Rock just took that.
What was it?
600?
600?
Yeah, plus 600.
You want-
The other thing I want to throw out for a people's pick, I don't know, this might be a little crazy, but like a Hovland top 5 first round leader. But then we're not rooting for anything on Sunday. So I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
we gotta go. We gotta go Sunday. We gotta do Sunday, bro.
I do like
Fine.
that bet though, Rock.
I'm down betting that. That's crazy.
What
I'm fine with Morikawa to win.
Dude, that's 11-1. How's that make any sense?
What's 11-1?
Hovland top 5 first round.
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, plus 1100. Top 5 after first round.
The reason why that makes sense, I'll tell you, is because there are many more than 5 people playing that are statistically better than him.
I don't know about that.
Maybe not by your model, but by
I actually don't know about it because I don't understand what you're saying.
I didn't get it either.
Wait, it didn't make sense. The number that I said, 11-1. You said, yeah.
All right, let's.
There's more.
move on.
There's like there's like 10 people that are significantly better than him playing this weekend. You know,
What are we doing? We got to go Corey
I'm
Connor
not
something.
picking.
Let's
I
do
like-
Corey top 5 14-1.
I
but
like that a lot.
well, I have
but-
14. So you guys might have better odds. We'll take a look. But Corey Connor's top 5. That's a bet, and we can decide if that's Instagram or whatever. Just keep
I
an
have
eye on all
12 to 1,
socials.
but yeah.
Do we want to do another one?
Yeah. Let's do another one.
Yeah, we need one more.
I
So
like
is
the top
Corey
5.
Connor's going to Twitter.
I like top 5 action. Let's stick in that area. I mean, Adam Scott top 5 is 11-1.
What about answer?
Ooh,
Well,
I liked answer. I liked answer.
Where's he been? I feel like he hasn't been playing very well.
Well, I don't know if we can take. Why would we take? We haven't talked at all about him.
What about Max Homa, 14-1?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Max Homa, but I wasn't gonna say it because we didn't talk about him. Doesn't
Well,
make sense.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk for days about all these guys.
We could talk about him now. Let's talk about him.
Spieth top 10 550.
Oh, now I'm hard.
I like Jordan. I like Jordan
What's
this
Spieth
week.
top 5? He's been playing top 5 golf.
Xander top 10s 500.
That
We gotta
feels
go. We
way
gotta go.
more-
We gotta go longer odds.
Oh,
than
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm looking at leader after round 1.
We need 10-1 or better.
400 top 10.
We need 10-1 or better for the people. We gotta make it worth their while.
Man,
Want
this is
10
tough.
to 1 or
Jason Day top 10. 11 to 1.
Ooh,
I like that. We talked about it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
day.
That's top 5 11-1.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
That's great. Oh wow,
I like that
7.
less.
Yeah, hit that right now. All right, great. So Jay Day, you want him for Twitter or for Instagram?
I want Corey Connors.
All right, I'll take Jay Day. He's my pick to win anyway. I'll take him for Instagram and Facebook. Get on there, peeps.
BBG Picks at
BBG.
Twitter. BBG Picks at Instagram. BBG Picks at Facebook.
You mean
A
at
lot of
BBG
BBGs.
picks on all those things.
Boy,
so
golf people.
BBGs.
Follow the model. Make some money.
Follow the model.
Follow,
Don't
the
type
Follow the
BBC in
model.
the search bar.
follow the model.
BBG.
Follow the model.
BBG.
Follow the model.